Are DCOMS getting worse? Probably. Yeah. Have they ever been good? No, not really. Some of them. Some of them are good, but overall, no. What's up, gamers? If you're like me, you probably spent most of your childhood sitting in front of a TV. If that's the case, then you probably know that DCOM stands for Disney Channel Original Movie. It's an acronym. If you don't know what an acronym is, this is one of those things. And DCOM is one of those things. If you know what an acronym is, you're probably a nerd. Chances are, if you're my age, you're not watching DCOMS anymore. So, why are you watching this video? Beats me. Let's start. Upside Down Magic, released in 2020, otherwise known as the movie that you're watching this video for. Or maybe you're watching it for another reason. I don't know. Anyways, the movie is wild. Apparently it was based off a book, but I don't know how to read, so I'm not going to look into that, and this is probably the last time I'm going to talk about it. Right off the bat, we meet Eleanor. She's your iconic, classic DCOM girl. She's relatable, down to earth, except she can do one thing that's a little different. She can turn into a cat with wings. Or she's really good at shadow puppets. But my money would be on the first thing. Through a little bit of forced exposition, we learn that Eleanor's friend Raina is a firebender. Now, they call it something stupid in this movie, but it's a firebender. And Eleanor, she hasn't quite figured out her powers yet. She's supposed to just turn into this house cat, but she turns into this cuddle bunny looking nightmare, and honestly, I wish I could forget it. We find out that the girls are going to attend Sage Academy, which is your basic magic school. Or is it? It is. If you haven't figured it out yet, this movie is basically Sky High, but way worse. Sky High is a fantastic movie. I would even say it's probably cinema, which that's pretty high regard. This movie's not good. No, it's not. Sage Academy is one of those schools like college or Zoe 101. You know that you stay at the entire semester, you don't go home, your parents leave you there. But the difference between these kids and those kids is this isn't college. It's middle school. And we all know that middle schoolers are human weapons designed only for destruction. Or in this movie. In this movie, I mean. Obviously, I meant in this movie. In real life, that's kind of true, actually. But no. In this movie, they're weapons. Mm-hmm. It's at this point we meet my least favorite character in this entire movie. She sucks so bad. I literally want to drive my fist through the screen and punch this lady in the face. And I'm not down with elder abuse. For all you guys saying in the comments that I'm down with elder abuse, I'm not. So stop saying it. But every rule has an exception. If I could clobber this lady, if I could jam my fist through the screen and clobber this elder, I would. Again, stop saying that I do elder abuse. I don't. Anyways, the girls are introduced to Miss Nightslinger, and she sucks. I've already expressed my opinions on it. She's absolutely terrible. I don't know what it is exactly, but she just does stuff that I hate, like this.
All of you will need guidance and instruction to develop your magic correctly. The right way, the only way, the sage way.
In my opinion, she's just doing way too much. Why are you this dramatic? Why are you like this? Sorry. She sucks, but I don't want to make myself angry about it. She does suck, though. Remember when I said their powers have stupid names? This is what I was talking about.
Sage has 5 distinct schools based on the 5 types of talent. Fuzzies, who communicate with the animal kingdom.
Fuzzies just sounds way too much like furries for my comfort level.
Flickers, who can make an object come to them with the flick of a hand. Flares, who can harness the power of fire. Flyers, who, well, fly.
See, that makes sense. Flyers is the only one of these powers that makes sense. What else would you call it? Flight, the power of flight. Flyers is the only one that I'm okay with. It's the only one that makes sense. And this lady is not happy about it. Look at her. Look at the look on her face. She is pissed. She's pretentious, right? She's talking down on the Flyers because their name makes sense. Is it just me that does not like this lady? Oh, I can't stand her.
And fluxers who have the power to transform into any animal at will.
Here's what I think I don't like. Instead of just using the already agreed upon terms for all these powers, they subtly make every power start with an F. There's already terms for these powers. These powers aren't original. Nothing here is original. But they force them to start with an F, even if it makes no sense. Now, what does that mean?
I mean, someone really wanted our initials just by...
Flexing button, taking numbers.
Why? Why? Disney. Why would you do that? Why would you have them say that? Fluxing butt? Sounds like flexing butt. Disney. No. Stop it, Disney. Stop. Green Lake mug. It's official Green Lake mug. See that? Go check out the Green Lake vlogs. Click the link in the description. You're gonna be able to watch the thing that drives me the entire year. Notice here how, now you really have to look closely, but notice how the dean is already pissed off at Nori.
Nori.
Nori, be quiet. Okie doke.
Moving on.
Oh, they call the girl Nori. Did I not say that before? Eleanor also goes by Nori. I think it's because Eleanor doesn't sound magic enough. I don't know. In my mind, Eleanor's fine, but they call her Nori, which in my mind is a terrible name. But it does sound a little bit magic. It does sound a little bit magic, so if that's what they were going for, then I guess it's okay, because it does sound a little bit more magic than Eleanor. I don't know. It's not the worst crime that this movie commits. All the kids have to go through like the orientation. They have to show what their power set is. They have to prove that they can do their powers. Like in Sky High. You remember in Sky High, great movie when they are in the gym. But there's a few kids that are not very good at doing the powers, Nori being one of them. When these kids that don't have full control over their powers and they demonstrate that they have not learned how to use their powers yet, all the teachers are a-holes about it. The teachers are angry at the kids because they can't control their powers. On the first day of school.
Middle school.
If you went to middle school and on the first day the teacher asked you,
"What's 9 plus 10?
And you responded,
21? You stupid.
I'm pretty sure the teacher would not call you out immediately and make fun of you in front of the entire class. I could be wrong. But if they did, they would be a bad teacher. Whoa, wait. Are you stupid? Hey everyone, look. This kid's dumb. They can't do basic math. Oh, what's the matter, idiot? You didn't go to school? This is the first time you've ever been to middle school? Guys, we got a real dumb knob over here. You know how middle school teachers do it? I don't know, I skipped middle school entirely. So if I'm wrong, if you had a middle school teacher that was like that.
My bad, Mom. My bad.
The kids are there to learn, right? That's what school is. You go there to learn. You don't go there if you already know the stuff. If you just knew everything already, you wouldn't go to the school. Also, Nori's problem, emphasis on finger quotes. Or, no, wait. No finger quotes on finger quotes. Nori's is that she can't turn into a normal cat like every other kid at this school. Which again, apparently they've already mastered the cat skills because they just can turn into house cats and Nori can't. She turns into a CGI cat instead that has wings. She turns into a CGI cat that has wings. Which, in my opinion, is better than a normal household tabby cat. But in the eyes of Sage Liberal Agenda Academy, they don't like that. Hold up, pause. Sorry. Does this extra not look like a full-grown man to you? Maybe just because he's standing next to this kid, but dude, I mean, this dude be looking cropped and pasted. Sorry if that's you. If you're that extra, my bad, bro. But dang, dude is built for real. And again, here we get some straight up disrespect from this dumb.
And today is no exception. Well, perhaps there were a few exceptions. Regardless, everyone please.
All the kids get categorized based on their power set. And Nori, as well as the other kids who couldn't demonstrate their powers, are categorized as UDM. And if you're asking yourself,
What's a UDM?
right, yeah. And I was just about to answer that. Well, what if I told you that I already told you? Yeah, would that have been cool? Huh? Well, guess what? The UDM is actually, do a little drum roll, the title of this movie. UDM stands for Upside Down Magic.
So, UDM means
Upside down magic. Wow, congratulations. You are a genius.
Yeah.
why can't we study magic here?
Because your magic is wrong.
This lady's gonna keep coming up throughout this entire video. And I can't fully explain to you why I don't like this lady. She's a prominent character in this movie. I strongly dislike her. If she's not the villain, I will probably bash my head into a wall.
You are never going to learn how to do it right. Upside down magic will never be proper magic. In the eyes of Sage, you are unteachable.
She explains that these kids, the UDMs, are just supposed to sit in this room all day long, every day, until their magic fades.
You sit here and you wait.
For what?
For your magic to disappear.
She said it's like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. I think she said that. Or maybe I said that. Or I've heard someone say.
What possible reason could you have for taking a bunch of perfectly good magic kids and letting them go bad like a bunch of bananas you forgot in a drawer?
To protect humanity.
Shut up. Here we get a lore dump from the pretentious, lib magic, elitist, uptight, geriatric Miss What's-Her-Name. I don't like this lady. She basically explains that the reason that they leave these UDMs in the dungeon to rot is because a while back, a UDM used shadow magic and almost destroys the school. They make a joke out of it. It doesn't sound funny, but they do make a joke out of it. Moving on. It's at this point where I'm thinking, this lady's got to be lying. She destroys this apple, which, in my opinion, looks like she's using shadow magic. I have never once seen a hero character destroy an apple. If you can show me one example of a hero disrespecting an apple, I will change my tune.
I suspect there are no further questions.
That is it. That is it. That is what pisses me off. Right there. The way she talks down to the kids. If there's any stupid adults watching, don't talk down to your kids, you morons. They're not stupid, okay? They understand what you're talking about. Pisses me off like no other. Oh, I'm gonna get heated. Oh, I'm in heat. I can feel it. I'm in heat. I'm in heat. I don't think any other DCOM has made me this angry in my entire life. Physically angry at this movie. I'm physically mad about it. Okay, prediction time. Let's go to the prediction corner. Welcome to the prediction corner. Y'all know you love the prediction corner. This is not the first time I've done the prediction corner. If you think it is, it's not. If you're saying this is the first time you've ever done the prediction corner, you'd be wrong. Your prediction would be wrong. That whole story she just explained about the UDMs, the shadow magic, all that bullcrap, all that's propaganda. Here's what I think is going on. The UDM that they talked about in the story, they didn't kill that boy. They lied about killing him. They just forced him to be a teacher, which I guess isn't much different. That's this guy. That's Scruff. Scriff, the teacher. Scriff or Scruff. That's the teacher. I haven't talked about him yet, but he's been here pretty much the entire time. Earlier in the movie, they made fun of him wearing funny pants. I thought it was just a one-off joke, so I didn't mention it. But now I think what it's foreshadowing is that he farts fire, like the kid in the story. That's what I think is going on. My prediction is that Scruff is the little boy from the story, that he farts fire, that he's wearing fire retardant pants, so he doesn't burn his butthole off and up this movie from a PG to an R. All that stuff about UDMs using shadow magic, that's false. I think the dean is using the shadow magic and she's using it to keep those kids oppressed. That's what I think is going on. I think that the UDMs have the power to defeat the principal lady. She's keeping them down, saying their powers suck. To be fair, their powers do suck. All the kids' powers suck. All the powers in this movie suck. But I think that she's oppressing these kids so that they can't rise up and defeat her, because she knows that her only weakness is UDM magic, upside down magic, as mentioned in the title of this very movie. I'm starting to suspect that all the teachers are using shadow magic. I'm suspecting this because, first of all, they're all a-holes to the kids. Second of all, one of them mentioned goats, and we all know what goats means. It's the opposite of apple. If you see someone carrying an apple, they're a good character. If you see someone messing with a goat, they're the devil. That's right. I think Mrs. what's their name, Slinger, is the devil himself. The only thing I'm not sure about is if they're gonna do that thing at some point where they jumble the letters up and it turns out that the character's name spelled out something that was evil. I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. If they do, yay. Alright, let's get back to the movie. I gotta say this. This movie seems to me like, how can I say this without alerting the censors? Okay. The kids that are different, they require a different teaching method. They're sent to a separate classroom, no windows. Teachers hate them, right? They can't do everything the other kids are doing. They do it a little differently. Maybe these kids aren't as enabled as the rest of the kids. Yeah. This movie is an allegory. Disney, you thought we wouldn't notice, but we did. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you what might be the least craziest news that you've ever heard today. This movie, this Disney Channel original movie that's made by the Disney Channel and originally premiered on the Disney Channel, is an allegory for how the American school system is not equipped or even oppresses a certain type of person. Yeah. Lunch ladies. Listen, I'm not going to explain anything else about this, but the friend girl of the main character, she burns some popcorn with her powers, and this interaction happens.
Raina, how do you think you did?
Terribly. Sorry, Professor. First day jitters.
First day jitters. Okay, sure. Do you know how many first days you get? 1. Sit.
And this totally random girl gets introduced. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what's going on with all that. Well, moving on.
Not that I care, but will we be having, like, a class today?
Class? Kids would rather sit in a classroom instead of getting out for a big surprise?
What kind of surprise? Are those...
Surprise!
I've seen movies. I've seen TV. I know that this girl is going to grab this broom, think it's a flying broom, because Scruffy just decided to leave out the information that it's a normal broom. She's going to try to fly on the broom. She's not going to be able to. And Scruff is going to be like, that was a normal broom. What are you doing? I'm 150% certain that that's going to happen.
Well, that looked painful.
Yeah. I feel like this dude probably does this with every class of UDMs. Wait. His only students are the couple kids who are in his class now who we just saw in the orientation, right? Is there not another class of kids? It only takes 1 year for the kids to lose their magic? Okay, I could believe that. Because there's no older kids in the UDM class. I might have believed that there hasn't been UDMs in 4 or 5 years. That seems less likely. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I feel like Scruff is depressed. His career is going nowhere. He is stuck in this little dungeon classroom. He can't leave. Or at least I don't think he can leave. He's probably a prisoner. If not an actual prisoner, he can't get a better job. He wouldn't be able to go out in the world and get a better paying job than this. But every time that he sees some little kid, some little dumb kid, some moron, some overzealous moron grabs the broom and tries to fly, hits the ground, it's probably like the only thing that brings him joy. The simple pleasure of seeing a kid jump onto a broom and then land on the ground. And honestly, I can't knock him for that, you know? Nothing wrong with a little class clowning. And if you're the teacher, maybe that is wrong. I don't know. But in my mind, nothing wrong with a little class clowning. I don't know. No sirree, Bob.
How do you fly that thing?
You don't. You sweep with it. It's not a flying broom. It's a broom for sweeping.
I'm sorry, what exactly was the surprise part about this surprise?
I mean, Nori was surprised when she fell on her butt.
They make the kids janitors. They make the UDMs be janitors. I assume they're underpaid. They don't talk about it. If they're getting paid at all, which if they're not getting paid, that's child labor. What, there's no child labor laws at this school? Sage Academy has no child labor laws. If they're getting paid, I assume they're getting underpaid. Do I need to convince you? Or, you know, it's wrong. What I'm saying is what they're doing is wrong. Disney, this is wrong. Did you think we would have noticed? Nori's been thinking. She's been cooking in her brain. Her cogs are working. She decides that all she needs to do is get some
Feline FaceTime.
Yeah, right. I was just going to say interact with a cat. I wouldn't have said that, but that's a way to put it. But she turns into this thing, which again, I think is way more impressive than turning into a cat. The teachers are like, it's cats or goats. I don't know why they're allowed to only turn into like a few animals. Maybe it's because this is a kid's movie and the budget. I just think it's stupid that they would get in trouble if they turned into like a monkey or something. I better not see you turn into a monkey. You're not allowed to monkey around at Sage Academy. If I see any more monkey business, and especially if I see you jumping on a bed, you will be expelled. Do you understand me? We cannot have any more students, God forbid, bumping their head at this school. That's it. You're expelled from Sage Academy. That was my impression of the teachers, if they saw some monkey business. What I don't understand is if everyone could turn into the animal hybrids, or if Nori is like special. I don't know why I used finger quotations there. I think that I probably could have not used them. In the lunchroom, we see a dog, which I'm guessing is a student. So I guess what I said about the animals was wrong. Disregard what I said. I guess monkeys are allowed at the Sage Academy. Also, in the lunchroom, we see a ton of goats and a ton of apples. Every kid has an apple. Every single kid. Now, at first I'm thinking, this is weird. I am saying it's a little weird. But I went to public school. I remember the lunches at public school, and they were dumping apples on us like crazy. I don't know who decided this. It was definitely probably a president or maybe a president's wife. It didn't matter what the meal was. If it was breakfast, apple. That makes sense. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But they would give you an apple with the pizza. They'd give you an apple with the tacos, with the mashed potatoes, all that stuff. So I think there's just a lot of apples. I think they're cheap, and the school apples sucked. The school apples, they did suck. This kid talks in like a record scratch. Everybody stops talking.
Hey, Nori.
Yeah?
I didn't realize until this point that he hadn't said anything. So I was mad confused when everyone made a big deal out of this. Also, I don't know his name. Notice how the teacher here subtly suggests that segregation is okay.
Raina, we sit at the flare table.
She's my best.
She is your best opportunity to lose focus and fall even further behind.
It's hard to tell exactly what she means because she's not being extremely obvious about it. I kind of just have this keen sense of awareness, this deep understanding of cinema. If you're like me, you probably caught on that she was being rude. Did you pick up on that sarcasm? Did you hear that? Did you hear that subtle sarcasm in my voice? If you did, again, here we see this girl who's probably important, but I don't know. My problem is that I can't tell these two girls apart. The friend girl next to the other one, the other girl who we don't know. And they just almost look identical, right? Is it just me? And who, by the way, who is Nori?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
I saw you in class.
Totally normal interaction. Totally normal. Nothing to see here.
And hey, if you ever want to learn how to harness all that power, I might have something that can help.
Oh, she's talking about drugs. Obviously, she's a drug dealer. Can't believe I didn't pick up on this before. She was being shady. She wasn't in class. We saw class was going on. All the students should have been in class, and she wasn't. And who doesn't go to class? Drug dealers. Kids. Young kids. Stay in school. I have to imagine that because this is a magical school that she's not dealing your average drugs. She's not a weed dealer. She's not dealing that sweet street Mary Jane. She's probably dealing like a much more magical drug, like meth. Magical meth. She's dealing magical meth. If she's trying to get the new kids to buy drugs, she probably doesn't have that many buyers, in the students at least. She probably does have some teachers coming up to her like, "Hey, can I try some of that enchanted crystal meth I've heard so much about? It sounds delightful." What am I doing with my life?
Sage is everything I wanted it to be.
I knew you would set this place on fire, metaphorically.
The friend girl's in the library alone because she's a nerd, or so she thought she was a nerd, because she's not alone. The drug dealer is there. She's lurking behind the books. She's using her magic to cause the shadow magic book to fly off the shelf, because she knows, as any good drug dealer knows, once this friend girl tries the shadow magic, she'll be hooked on the magic drugs. She'll be hooked on that sweet, sweet enchanted crystal meth. She'll be hooked on phonics, and we all know the first step to breaking any addiction is admitting that you have an addiction. Please, somebody, if anybody knows how I can get off this phonics, I need help. I know I have a problem. I do. I just don't know anyone that's addicted to learning as much as I am. I'm hooked on phonics. That's what I'm saying. Nori turns into one of her classic amalgamation animals. And this thing is what I can only describe as the animal version of constant pain. Someone needs to put this thing down immediately.
Manifesting your untapped power.
Oh no, that is not right. That is dark magic. That's the dark side if I've ever seen it. That's shadow magic. That's gotta be shadow magic. And that right there, folks, that's dark magic. If I'm wrong, you can literally put a nail in my head. Nori decides to crash the talent show or whatever thing is going on here. I don't know. Blah, 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 plot and stuff. But here's what I'm interested in. In this shot, look closely. In the background, we see a string. This string is connecting a table to something off screen. Here's that exact same shot seconds after this, but sans the string. There's no string in this shot. Why? Could it be a special effects error? Not likely. Something they forgot to remove in post? No. Here's what I think's going on. First, you have to ask yourself, what is a string? Except a path from one point to another. In my mind, I think it's symbolism. I think it's symbolizing that Nori is able to transition from a UDM to a normal magic user without the use of shadow magic. And yes, I did mean to use finger quotes there because I don't think that shadow magic is shadow magic at all. No. I think that shadow magic is actually light magic. And I think that the teachers are lying about it being bad because they know that's their weakness. I think the teachers know that shadow magic is actually light magic. And I'm not saying light magic in finger quotes because I think that light magic is what the UDMs are harnessing, and they're going to be able to destroy the teachers by the end of this movie. This is not the prediction corner. This is the conspiracy corner. But it's not the corner, it's the same shot. This is a conspiracy theory, but I don't think it's a theory, I think it's true. Sorry, I went way off script. I could be wrong about all that. It is just a theory. A string theory! Oh, Nori turns into a cat. The friend girl almost burns down the school at the talent show. Dean Dumb says that if Scriff lets the UDMs do magic again, she will literally kill him. She doesn't say that exactly in those words, but that's what she means.
If any of the UDMs are caught practicing magic again, you will be terminated.
I'll lose my job?
If you're lucky.
Yeah, so the plot do be plotting, that's for sure. The plot do be plotting. Nori's little stunt finally causes Scriff to wake up to the surroundings. He finally realizes what's happening around him, and it needs to be stopped. He can explain it better than me.
Okay. Butts out of seats. Come on. Butts minus seats equals you. Math.
Where are we going?
On a date with destiny. Outside. We're going outside. It's nice out. Come on.
Me, whenever it's springtime.
My job for years has been to watch class after class of UDMs come here, get their dreams squashed, and leave here broken. And I have hated every second of it. There is nothing stupid or upside down about your magic.
But Sage...
Exactly, Sage. Sage told you your magic is upside down, but like, do you actually think that? When you first discovered your powers, were you like, oh, nuts, I can do magic, but it's wrong?
No. I thought I could do magic, and that's cool as heck.
Yeah, it is cool as heck.
And I still think that, even if it's wonky, even if it's upside down, even if it doesn't fit in with...
The Sage way.
That's right. Break the Sage way.
I'm never gonna be magic the Sage way. Never, ever. None of us are. And you know what? I don't care.
Yeah, that's right, Sage Academy. You can suck my gumballs. I tried to censor what I was about to say, but I think in retrospect it made it sound a lot worse.
And who's going to teach us to do that?
Well, I don't really see anyone else here, so I guess... me?
Yeah, I mean, you're great at raking and letting us chew gum in class,
Well,
but...
what can you teach us about magic?
Can I take back what I said earlier? I'm immediately regretting what I said.
Calling all creatures, feathered, fluffy, furry, fuzzy, they all wanna meet you. Now we're talking, chirping, squawking.
What in the woodland autotune actually frick is going on? This has not been a musical. Up until this point, this movie has not been a musical.
And now you all know why.
Okay. I cannot begin to tell you how much more confused I am than I was 2 minutes ago. That didn't clear anything up at all, and...
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Wait, you're a fuzzy?
Wait. You're a furry? Fuzzy. I meant to say fuzzy. I didn't mean to say furry. I meant to say fuzzy.
Correction, I'm an upside-down fuzzy.
No dip, he's a UDM. How is that a surprise? It seems like I was wrong when I predicted that Fetch, what's his name? Scruff. It seems like at this point that I was wrong when I predicted that Scruff was the UDM from the book. I don't think he's the one that blew fire out of his pants. So for that, my bad. I guess I was wrong with that prediction. All the other ones are definitely probably true. You know that thing that drug addicts do where they push away their loved ones, where their loved ones are trying to help them and they push them away? Yeah, that happens here.
I said take the book! You did, just now. Real loud. Okay, what's up? Can I come in?
I'm tired. It's been a long day. I need to sleep. We'll catch up later. I promise. But Nori, go.
Please. Okay, but...
I've been coming up with a counter curriculum for UDMs. Stuff like this is a big part of it.
Why?
Because we gotta focus all that jiggity-jaggedy puberty energy you guys have.
Oh, I'm not gonna make a joke. No. I just wanted to show that clip. They do a chore montage, pretty basic stuff, not something you haven't seen 1,000 times, so I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna do a montage of the chore montage.
Here, take a break. The Dritten can wait.
Wait, what's a Dritten?
A dragon kitten. Dritten.
I like it.
Yeah, this is a Dritten. That's a kiddiphant. That's a shark kitten.
You're better than all of them, you know.
Go away!
I'm afraid I can't do that. You already used my book. You're stuck with me. So why fight it?
Wait. Prediction corner. I have a prediction. Hey, I'll see you in the prediction corner. Okay, welcome back to the prediction corner. Nobody at this point in the movie has interacted with the drug dealer except Friend Girl. Is this mysterious drug dealer just a figment of Friend Girl's shadow imagination? I think so. It turns out that she's not being manipulated by an upperclassman at all. No. She's just losing her marbles. Or it's either this. It's that, or it's this. Separate prediction. Either she's absolutely going nuts, or the dean, using shadow magic, is harnessing the power of all the houses and turning herself into a teenage girl posing as a student. But if a teacher is posing as a student, a very slippery slope, in my opinion. That's right. I think that the lady principal is doing a 21 Jump Street on these kids. Think she's going undercover as a drug dealer or posing. No. That's not what they do. They try to find the drug dealer. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see how right I am, folks. I know y'all love the prediction corner, but we gotta go continue with the movie. You thought you were slick, didn't you, Disney? You thought you were slick. Hey, what are you doing? Come back over. I said come back over. We're not doing predictions anymore.
We can have read power. Just say the word.
No, I said go away.
Hey, Raina, are you okay?
Chandra, she will not leave me alone.
Who's Chandra?
What do you mean, who's Chandra? She's right here.
There's nobody there.
What?
You thought you were slick, Disney Channel original movie aimed at children. You thought you could get one by old me. But no, I saw right through you the whole time. It didn't go over my head. I gotcha. I am an adult and I know things. Besides making me very uncomfortable, this next scene reveals what we all knew all along, that the drug dealer is friends with the OG UDM boy. Excuse me, former friends with the OG UDM boy from the book, the boy from the book. And this would be a good reveal, except Friend Girl has zero idea what she's talking about. For the viewers, this makes sense. For you and me, it makes sense because we were there when the lore was dumped. The Friend Girl was not present during that scene, so she does not know anything about the UDM boy from the book. So this scene, from a storytelling perspective, it just doesn't make any sense.
What's happening? You are. And whether you know it or not, you're accepting the shadow magic into you. And you're tired of hiding in the shadows when you can be the shadow. Say it. Say you're tired. I'm tired. Then wake up.
That makes no sense. If you're tired, you go to sleep. You don't wake up. Even if she was saying she is asleep, which I think the intent is to say that she is asleep, that she's asleep to the sage agenda, that the teachers are pushing the shadow magic, saying that shadow magic is evil, which again, I don't think it is. The drug dealer is not making a good case because she seems very evil at this point. I'm thinking I might have been wrong when I said that shadow magic is light magic. I think it might actually be shadow magic, but I'm definitely sure that the teachers, or at least the principal, is using shadow magic because she's not a good character. She's not. She's bad. And I don't mean bad like good. I mean she's not. I mean not like I'm not attracted. Bruh. Sorry, what was I saying? All right. If she was asleep and then she said wake up, that would have made sense. But she said she was tired and to wake up. Does that make sense? Or am I making sense that that doesn't make sense? It seems at this point that the writers forgot that the script needs to make sense. But to be fair, it is a DCOM. So it doesn't need to make any. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking about it too much. I'm probably overthinking it. I shouldn't get so worked up about it. I shouldn't physically get angry over this movie. Because at the end of the day, it's a DCOM. It's made for dumb little nerds who don't think about the key plot details, who don't dive into the script. I'm sure they never thought someone would be picking and nicking. Is that right? Picnicking? What is it? Nitpicking. I'm sure they never thought someone would be nitpicking every single bit of this movie. They thought that it would play on Disney Channel originally and that people wouldn't think about it after that. But they were wrong. They were wrong because I'm thinking about it and I can't stop thinking about it, actually.
Rena! We are not Rena.
Yeah. No, I got you. You're good. You good. You good thing. I got you.
We are the thing that has been waiting all these years.
This is the point in the movie where if I was a kid watching it premiere on Disney Channel for the first time and my mom was in the room, she would have made us change the channel and I would have never seen the end of this movie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video right here. This is a weird movie. This movie is weird, and yes, DCOMS are getting worse. Anyways, gamers, don't forget to jam a fork into that like button and subvert expectations. Just kidding. I have crippling FOMO. I have to see the end of this movie. If you check the timestamp, you probably do too, and you should seriously get that checked out.
We need to make darn sure we're ready for anything tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
The Rejects stage a coup during the Founders Day. I don't know what Founders Day is. For some reason, they're celebrating this thing called Founders Day. I don't know what it is. Reyna turns evil. Have I said that Reyna is her name? I may have been off when I said that shadow magic wasn't evil. That prediction definitely, I think, was wrong at this point in the movie. All the students band together to try to stop Dark Friend Girl from destroying the school, and it goes pretty much as you would expect. All their powers suck, and they have a 0% chance at doing anything to stop her. If only there was a group of unpredictable teens with unpredictable powers waiting in the wings. Wait, go back. This is a crazy development. Remember when I said that there was that big child in the beginning? There's two of them now. There's two giant children, and they're not flares anymore. They're yellow, whatever yellow is. Furries? I think fuzzies is yellow. Oh, yeah. Yellow is fuzzies. It's kind of crazy that these giant children could just switch houses like that easily and not get called out. The beginning of the movie, they were fire flares, and now they're furries. They're fuzzy furries. Because I think that's what happened. Yeah. I can't imagine the crew on set just threw a bunch of extras in a costume and thought that no one would notice. That just seems far more unlikely to me. This is a big epic climax of the movie. It's the third act. These kids are fighting for their lives, which is kind of weird that so many of them are smiling during this fight. It's almost as if they didn't realize the severity of the situation. I mean, if this shadow destroys the school, how are so many teachers gonna talk down to all these captive child soldiers? It's freaking ridiculous, dude.
Flames of monster power, forcing them back down to Earth, Linda. What? Call me Linda?
Of course her name is Linda. Freaking Linda, dude.
Nope, not everything. There's one school left.
You're going to do script? You're upside down.
Honestly, I kind of like the fact that Linda sticks to her guns. Of course, her guns being hating these kids for being different. Even when she's about to die. And the only thing that can save her is those exact kids. She really shows her values, and it's deeply rooted in hatred. I'm gonna say it. Linda, you suck. You're a dirtbag. You have no redeeming qualities. The kids work together to defeat the shadow magic. Rocket Boy, I haven't said his name up to this point. Dude's knees would be liquid after that fall. It's a fairly disappointing third act, I gotta say. It seems like all my predictions were wrong, pretty much, except for the one with the drug dealer, because the teachers aren't evil. But they are a-holes, and I don't know why they're like that, because if they're not evil, what the frick is the point? So at the end, they decide that UDMs can join the normal classes. This is counterintuitive in my mind, because these kids are not going to be able to learn in normal classroom. Like, they're not automatically just normal kids now. They're still UDMs. They need to be taught in a UDM training montage. They need to be taught by a UDM teacher, which they have on staff. They're already set. They already have the program is working. They just need to not be such a-holes about it. Here's what the solution of the movie should be. Keep the UDM program. Don't get rid of it. Just stop treating the UDMs like they're not people. That's what they should have done. I hate this movie. It's not a good movie. It sucks. This movie sucks. This is a terrible movie. It's so dumb. I'm glad that I'm never gonna have to watch it again. Oh, nards. I don't think we're going to have to watch another one of these movies. I just looked it up, and it seems like they're not going to make another one. I could be wrong. It was only 3 years ago that this movie came out, but since they haven't announced anything, I think chances are good that we're not going to get another one. I think the cast is probably too old at this point to make a direct sequel. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, I didn't realize that Entertainment Tonight was scraping the bottom of the barrel, but it was 2020.
Was that actually Kyle singing?
There's a hilarious story behind that. So when we were doing the table read where we all get to like pretty much reenact the movie, and all the cast is there, Kyle, he actually sung it in the table read, and he sounds so amazing. But when he's actually singing in the movie, it's actually someone else singing for him.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, wait. I think you forgot to make that story funny. Anyways, they talk about being in school for 6 years. If I had to watch 5 more of these movies, I would probably chill myself. Yeah.